Look who's back. It's time for movie news with the Looze.
How are you?
Oh,
Good.
how are you?
Well, I just want to give an alert. You should look at my social medias today because I put up these pictures that, the fantastical Scott Reich, who is takes pictures and videos for me. We did this little photo shoot when Alamo opened, and he's like, "Oh, your car is cool. Let's take some by your car." And I decided to use them this weekend.
Oh.
Titled, "I feel very fast and very furious."
Oh, we'll have to check it out.
Very appropriate for the movie.
Yes, because I do the very anticipated next installment in the Fast and Furious series, F9. The Fast Saga is out now. And I've loved them for 20 years, and I'm not sorry, okay?
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, because I love them. So this time, Cypher, played by Charlize Theron, enlists the help of Jacob, played by John Cena, who I just want to say is very underrated in this world because he came from the WWE world,
right?
But he's very funny or can be very like a news person. Like he's
an actor.
He's been like, I love him. Anyway, he plays Dom's younger brother, and he's gonna take revenge on Dom and his team, which I don't really know why his brother's taking revenge, but we're gonna find out.
Okay.
We're gonna find out. So anyway, it's just, if you love the whole Fast, family, it's just a good time. I still miss Paul Walker.
Paul Walker,
so much. But anyway, and there was a little tidbit that I don't like because a while back, like The Rock and Jason Statham kind of made their way in, but then I guess there was some little, scuttlebutt between Tyrese and The Rock. It was like Tyrese is like, I'm not going to be in this one if The Rock's going to be in it, which I don't like any of that drama.
I hate that.
Yeah.
And so then The Rock's like, fine, me and Jason Statham, we'll go take our own little Hobbs and Shaw series. So then everybody's happy.
Why people got to be like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
So anyway, everybody's happy now.
Okay.
And everybody's making a lot more money than we are.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag
So
true.
there's that.
Yeah, that's true.
But just a little tidbit on that. Like all the car fun and chasing and all that. It's quite an underrated art. There's a lot of choreography that goes into that and a lot of stunt men and women that go into that. So it's kind of an underrated, and they have their own awards and such.
Yeah,
So,
well, they should. They really should.
It's not all just, green screen special effects.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff like has to be timed out, and sadly, a lot of cars that just go.
It's just get demolished.
So there's that. New on Netflix is Ice Road. So after a remote diamond mine collapses in the far northern regions of Canada, an ice driver leads an impossible rescue mission over a frozen ocean to save the lives of trapped miners, despite thawing waters and a threat they never see coming. Who could do this? Liam Neeson.
That's who I thought that was. I
Liam
love
Neeson.
him so much.
But I'm sad that it's just going to Netflix. But
Wait, but is the threat they never saw coming aliens?
I doubt it.
It's big
I
in the-
doubt it.
That would
I
be
doubt
a
it.
twist.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm just saying.
This is exciting to me. New on Blu-ray. If you have not seen it, it's called Nobody. Bob Odenkirk, a very unlikely action guy, because he was, the lawyer, Better Call Saul, Saul Goodman from
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. This movie is so great. He's just he just wants to blend in. He wants to be, quote unquote, nobody. Then there's some events. And this is the kind of movie, I don't want to give too much away.
Don't.
Because it gives everything away if I talk too much about it. I'm just saying it's fantastic. Odenkirk's fantastic. I loved it so much. It's one of my favorites of the year. And it is not for the entire family.
I was going to ask you that.
Whatsoever.
Okay.
Whatsoever.
My question is, Kelly.
What?
Are there any missing fingers?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, not,
I don't know.
not of his.
Okay.
Other
Okay.
people definitely miss lots of things.
See, I knew it.
It all
If Chris
stems back.
says she loves it, I'm thinking,
Not just fingers.
it ain't a fan.
Not just fingers.
I'm just
It all goes
saying.
back to who's the guy that lost a finger in that movie?
Kevin Costner.
Costner.
We'll
Okay.
never forget it.
All it goes back to that.
All I can remember.
At the Moxie, Rita Moreno, love her so much. Just a girl who decided to go for it. It's a documentary about
Oh,
her
a doc.
life. Yeah, I love a good doc. So it's a look at her life and work, from her humble beginnings in Puerto Rico to her success on Broadway and in Hollywood, and then around the local scene. I love that this is, allowed to come back in Mother's Brewery's backyard this weekend, tonight, if it doesn't rain, I should say. TJ, if it doesn't rain, you can see Say Anything, and you can bring a lawn chair. It starts at dusk, but you can stay tuned to their social media, and they'll let you know if it's going to be postponed. And then the classic National Lampoon's Vacation is at the Galois, and the Galois is classic. And I don't know anyone who doesn't love some Clark Griswold in their life.
Does, yeah.
And, everyone needs to be on Holiday Road.
I love that.
Yeah. Definitely. So,
I love that song.
I do too.
I wanted to say with the Fast and Furious coming out, and then 20 years ago was sort of when it started, and then about 17 years ago is when The Notebook came out.
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies.
And it made me think of, I went to Malibu a couple years ago, drove up the Pacific Coast Highway, PCH if you're super cool, and made a little video. So I wanted to share it with you because we're all wanting to travel, right?
Yeah.
So either you have traveled, you're gonna travel, whatever. So here's a little trip to Malibu. When in Hollywood, I've always wanted to take a drive to Malibu, up the Pacific Coast Highway, the PCH if you're cool. There are so many fantastic movies that have been filmed at these beautiful beach points. First stop, El Matador State Beach. You may recognize this from one of the most popular romantic movies of all time, The Notebook. You know the scene. Say I'm a bird, say I'm a bird. This is a photographic paradise. The beach is beautiful in every direction with massive rocks and arches. There are so many birds and seaweed-covered stones, and this beach is especially fantastic at the golden hour when the sun is setting. Next up, Point Dume State Beach and Preserve. Cool movies that I know you know, such as Iron Man, The Big Lebowski, and Planet of the Apes, called this location home for some pivotal scenes. And a couple of my guilty pleasure flicks, Point Break, as well as Fast and Furious, use this popular seafood restaurant and biker bar landmark, Neptune's Net. I highly recommend the beautiful drive up the Pacific Coast Highway to Malibu.
I typed back to TV.
What was your?
So Neptune's Net. I'm pretty sure that on one of the seasons of Vanderpump Rules, Jax Taylor got engaged to Brittany Cartwright at Neptune's Net.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was like, I know that from TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
She knows it from movies.
It's where they got some shrimp in Point Break at Neptune's Net. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
I like going to.
Brittany got some shrimp and an engagement ring.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
I like going to places where things were filmed. Because it's fun, because you see
fun.
it and then you see it there, and it's a good time.
It is a good time.
You should do that when you're.
I need to next time I'm there.
And I want to know, do we get invited? Do we get invited to the next Critics' Choice, which is in January?
In January. I have a feeling
we
will next year. I have a feeling.
I
hope things are back open. And
I do too.
Yeah,
I think so, but how close? Are we going to do cheek to cheeks? Am I sitting on Ryan's
Are you going to have to
lap?
wear a mask?
These are the things.
Are they going to even let us walk around the ballroom?
I know.
That's what I'm worried
If we're confined.
That's where I bombarded all the stars,
Right.
Kelly.
I know.
I got up all in their space.
Like, who is this guy? Oh, he's coming for me next.
If we're confined to our seats, I've got problems.
Yeah.
If what? Oh, if you're confined.
Yeah, if we're confined to our seats.
Hey, can you stay to play Star Power?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Chris, so much. All right. Coming up, we have some Brad Paisley ticket winners to announce. Don't go away with me, I think.
I like that actually.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know what that was.